Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Nathan Hartman, filling in for Tom Corliss. Now, we've been away at D23 and all over the place the last few weeks, so our hope here today is quickly recap D23 content, as well as get you caught up on the most current news. Let's begin over at Walt Disney World, where they've introduced a new Florida resident seasonal flex ticket. Florida residents can purchase tickets for use most days through February 29th, 2020 at the following rates. A 3-day ticket is $249 plus tax and a 4-day ticket $269 plus tax, but be aware there are blockout dates for November 21st through the 28th and December 18th through January 2nd. In theme park design news, Disney is developing a Catapult system to improve boat ride efficiency at Disney parks. Current boat rides use a system to stop boats mid-ride and maintain spacing throughout the ride, but this new system would utilize a mechanism that would stop the boat and when it disengages would catapult the boat forward to join the speed of the water flume much faster. Only time will tell when such a patent will see use, but hopefully soon. In a big digital shift, Disney has announced Disney Genie, a new digital offering that will help you plan your day at Walt Disney World. Disney Genie will make planning easier and more fun by providing customized itineraries geared to your interest. It will quickly evaluate millions of options to present to you an optimal day, and it can also be sent. It can also send you real-time tips and updates and recommendations. Certain features, the Disney Genie app, will also be available through your preferred travel professional. And now some Magic Kingdom news. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day, and tomorrow's just a refurb away. Walt Disney's Carousel of Progress in Tomorrowland is slated for updates following Walt Disney World's 50th anniversary. While there is an update scheduled and in the works, it will not be completed at least until summer of 2023. Speaking of refurbishments, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad and Jungle Cruise will undergo extensive refurbishments in 2020. Big Thunder will begin a large-scale refurb next year, likely completed by the summer of 2020, while Jungle Cruise will also see changes before the start of the 50th anniversary. While Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is in the upcoming Jungle Cruise film, hinted at movie tie-ins for the attraction, Disney has shot that idea down, and it's still unclear whether that is to come to fruition or not. No start or end dates have been announced for either refurbishment as of yet. Well, it seems the Tomorrowland Light and Power Company will literally be providing power as new USB phone charging stations have been installed at the store, which is adjacent to Space Mountain. These are a set of individual docking bays with USB ports so you can charge your phone or other devices while taking an air-conditioned break or waiting for your D-Tech on-demand printed cases or Magic Bands to be ready. At D23 this year, we learned all about the multi-year transformation of Epcot, and here's a really quick list of everything that was announced. First, a new retro-style logo and new pavilion logos were revealed, plus we have the triumphant return of the retro Epcot entrance fountain, which will replace the current one. Also, say goodbye to Future World, as Epcot will soon be divided into 4 neighborhoods: World Showcase, World Celebration, World Nature, and World Discovery. Other big changes are a new food and beverage concept taking over the Electric Umbrella, Mouse Gear getting an overhaul, and the addition of a new festival center, as well as an Epcot garden. Disney is also working on the Journey of Water Trail, inspired by Moana, which will lead guests through an interactive water experience that will sit near the Seas with Nemo pavilion. The new space restaurant has a name. It's Space 220, which signifies that you'll be 220 miles high looking over the Earth, and that will open this winter. New scenes and narration are also coming to Spaceship Earth. The Guardians of the Galaxy coaster is now named Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and will be Disney's first reverse launch roller coaster. And a new Epcot nighttime spectacular titled Harmonious is to debut following Epcot Forever in 2020. In Big World Showcase news, Mary Poppins' Cherry Tree Lane neighborhood is coming to the United Kingdom Pavilion, as well as some attraction themed to that IP. New films, Canada Far and Wide, Beauty and the Beast Sing-Along, and Awesome Planet will also premiere at Epcot in January 2020, and Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is to open in the France Pavilion summer 2020. That's a lot of stuff, and guests will be able to visualize all of that and all those exciting plans for Epcot at the new Experience Center in the Odyssey Events Pavilion, called Walt Disney Imagineering Presents the Epcot Experience. While you can check that out, you can also check out the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival, which is underway, and our reporters have tried everything at the 41 different marketplaces. So make sure to stop by the website at wdwnt.wine, that's right, wdwnt.wine, to check out all our festival reviews. To make way for some of these changes coming to Epcot, Club Cool, Fountain View, Colortopia, Mickey and Friends Character Spot, and Innovations West hallway are now closed. Fountain View should be returning soon because everybody needs their Starbucks, and that should come at some point. But just because the old Mickey and Friends Character Spot is closed, that doesn't mean you still can't meet Mickey and his pals, as they have moved to the Breezeway at Character Spot North, where Baymax Joy and Sadness are also located. What's a news report, though, right, without a little Star Wars at Hollywood Studios? And here you go. It's not all Galaxy's Edge this week. It's been recently confirmed that a new scene inspired by Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker will be added to Star Tours at Disneyland Paris for the start of the Legends of the Force season. It's safe to say that the new sequence will also be added to Star Tours in Tomorrowland at Disneyland and at Studios shortly after, if not in time for the movie's debut, as all three locations have historically run the same film for their attraction. Automated PhotoPass cameras are now in use at Star Wars Launch Bay meet and greets. These automated cameras take guest photos instead of PhotoPass photographers by way of an embedded multi-level camera within a themed box. Character attendants are still present during your experience as they help guide the meet and greet and direct guests to stare and smile at that PhotoPass box. Oh, that's a mouthful. Upon exiting the meet and greet, there are 2 stations where you can tap your Magic Band to load your photos onto your account. In Galaxy's Edge news, of course, a few weeks ago, the internet went abuzz after the TSA released a statement saying that the thermal detonator-style Coca-Cola products sold at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge were no longer allowed on carry-on or checked luggage due to the resemblance to actual explosives, I guess. But the TSA has since reversed their decision and will allow the bottles through on-checked luggage as oversized liquids. If you decide to bring one in your carry-on, it must be emptied out. Also, thank the maker because mobile ordering is now available at Milk Stand, Ronto Roasters, and Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo, so you can get your Galactic Grub on without waiting in the line. Remember, as Hondo Onaka would say, time is credits. While Animal Kingdom news is a little sparse this week, we do have something big as a new e-ticket attraction has been greenlit and accommodated for in an upcoming budget. While we don't know much else, we expect it to open in the park by 2024. Now for some resort news. Well, more like Starcruiser news. During D23, we've learned more about Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, the new themed hotel coming to Walt Disney World. This hotel will offer a 2-night itinerary where all guests arrive and depart together, similar to a Disney cruise line. On board, you will stay in cabins, experience onboard dining, make a planet-side excursion to Blackspire Outpost, and much more. Throughout the journey, you will be invited to delve deeper into your personal adventure by participating in onboard activities, interacting with characters, crew, other passengers that you meet, and becoming part of the action as a part of the broader Star Wars saga. If you prefer to cruise a bit closer to home, Disney Wish was announced as a new ship for the Disney Cruise Line. The ship's stern will feature Rapunzel, using her enchanted hair to suspend herself as she decorates the stern of the ship. The Disney Wish is scheduled for delivery in late 2021 and will set sail January of 2022. Disney Cruise Line has also announced a second port in the Bahamas called Lighthouse Point. Guests can look forward to a signature island experience that celebrates the spirit and culture of the Bahamas and the natural environment. Construction could begin in 2020 with completion in late 2022 or 23. Now over to California with the news of an all-new daytime parade officially named Magic Happens, which is coming to Disneyland Park in spring 2020. New floats include scenes from Moana and Coco, as well as Sleeping Beauty, as the trio of fairies transform Princess Aurora's gown from pink to blue and back again. In addition, the parade will feature an energetic musical score and a new song produced in partnership with singer-songwriter Todrick Hall. Don't like changes in the park? Well, face it, Jake, it's Toontown, and a lot will be changing in this land coming up as a total refresh is happening in preparation for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway opening there in 2022. Plus, a multi-year $600 million reimagining of Tomorrowland is set to be completed in 2025-26. Also in California Adventure, we have finally had the name of the Marvel Land given to us, and it is Avengers Campus. This will feature the much-discussed Spider-Man ride, a Doctor Strange experience, a Ant-Man microbrewery, and plans are already in place for a massive Avengers e-ticket coming in the second wave of that land's development. Across the pond, Disneyland Paris will also see tons of changes. At Disneyland Park, a smaller variation on Star Wars Galaxy's Edge will open in 2025. We also expect the announcement of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway for the Fantasyland section in that park in the not-too-distant future. The rather meager Walt Disney Studios Park is also getting a much-needed shot in the arm with their own Avengers Campus in 2021 and a Tangled-based spinner ride. That park will continue to grow in 2023 with a new lake that is going to have its own show and an area inspired by Frozen, which will have its own version of the popular Frozen Ever After ride from Epcot. Speaking of Frozen, Hong Kong Disneyland will also be getting a new Frozen area featuring a one-of-a-kind coaster called Wandering Oaken's Sliding Sleighs. That will take guests on a winding journey through Arendelle. Frozen Ever After, the popular attraction again from Epcot, will also be opening in this area. Also in Hong Kong, their iconic castle will be rethemed to Castle of Magic Dreams, drawing inspiration from 13 beloved Disney stories featuring princesses and heroines. The structure will feature adornments like Snow White's apple, Cinderella's coach, and Belle's rose, as well as original artwork and sculptures. The castle will become a canvas for new entertainment, including a daytime show and a nighttime spectacular, as well as home to a new Bippity Boppity boutique. At Tokyo Disney Sea, a sad closing as Fantasmic will be ending its run March 25th, 2020, with no replacement yet to be announced. But there is some good news as the seasons change, as Duffy has some new duds. Duffy's Delightful Autumn Woods features Duffy, Shelley May, Gelatoni, and Stella Lou in adorable new autumn-themed garb. All of this merchandise is available at McDuck's, Galleria Disney, and Aunt Peg's Village store through November 5th. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell for notifications. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Nathan Hartman saying enjoy the rest of your today, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.